gonna make a pupa, or kōkua as some Māori might call it. It's just a soup. So I don't have any pupa or waitikiri, but I do have kailan, which is an Asian green. So you need to prep these, so they look like this. It's related to the bok choy family. Cut them up like that, put them in a bowl, or the sink if you have a ton of them. And I only just cut them half, like so. Pupa is this one, which is like a weed. Same with the watercress, but this is a mature watercress that we would eat, that you find in the creeks, the watercress. So these are quite small, so I'm not going to cut them in half. I'm going to keep the bottom, so cook them. Fill out the sink, make sure your sink is clean, and you want to fill it as much as you can, because you want to give them a good wash, and then you want the sand to drop to the bottom. Then you'll take them out, empty it, wash it, and then put them back in and refill it again, just to make sure that 100% there's no sand, because you don't want to be munching on sand. While the greens are bathing, we're going to prep our vegetables. Dewai, kanu, kapiti, kumara, kariti. I don't have kamakamu, but this is zucchini. Kamakamu, kokina, that's our huawhenua, huakai, hippie, mana hei, that's chicken and lamb. Oh well, not lamb, sheep. That's chicken and mutton. And that's going to be my hooper. To cook my hooper, I'm going to use a pressure cooker. So a pressure cooker is like the opposite to a slow cooker. So it's sealed, and as it boils it builds pressure and it cooks much faster. So what I'm going to call this is kohua pihana, which means, kohua means to boil, and pihana means pressure. So that's what I'm calling this. We don't have a Māori word for it, but I guess I just made something out. So a slow cooker is supposed to be tapipi, I think it is. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the meaty in. So I've got the smoke hot, and I like mine with a bit of fat, or any fatty bones will do, so as long as there's fat, so I don't have to put, you know, butter at the end. So these are the offcuts. It's pretty much like the shank anyway. I'm going to put my chicken in last, because that will heat up within like 10 minutes of falling off the bone. Top is frozen, so I'm going to have to cook this for at least half an hour. Usually that's how long it will take for boil up anyway for me, because I don't want to wait for like 3-4 hours on the stove. If your meat is room temperature, you can have your boil up within the space of a half an hour to 45 minutes. The spices for my broth or soup: a couple of cardamoms. This is not traditional by any means. This is my version. It's about 5 or 6. Just a couple of peppercorns, 4 cloves. You don't want too much. Bay leaf. Use any stock. I prefer chicken. And I also use the powder, but stock is just as fine. And some salt, sooty, and add some wine. This is a 5 litre pot, so I put about roughly 4 litres. Bear in mind it's going to steam, so it's probably going to create more, you know, liquid. I'm going to leave it like that for now, and then see how we go with the meat. Peel. You don't have to. Do as you please and want. I'm going to peel all the huawhenua, like so. And this I'm not going to peel. I only bought one, but they're on special. They're like $1 at the moment. That's good. This is a butternut pumpkin. I usually get Kent or Japanese, but you can use whichever pumpkin you want. You can use Jara, whatever. I usually usually leave the skin on, but because this is a butternut, I don't personally like the skin on. It's still like quite tough. So I'm going to cut this up and peel it. It's my Huafina fruit. Kapiti, Kailan. Kailan is not a Māori word at all, but that's what they call it over in China and Indonesia and all of that. This is called a broccoli Chinese as well, if you get it in store. I just call it Kailan because that's what my Asian store calls it, or advertise it as. So it's zucchini, kamu, so I don't have any here. Rewai, Paikina, Kumara, Kariti, Taina. And yeah, that is my Huafina. My mete is still trying to boil, it hasn't done anything yet. So once the pork is nice and tender and the broth is quite delicious, then I'm going to add this. At least half of it on both will fit in there and cook, and that will be our tea. I'm also going to make some mochi-mochis, but I'm going to wait till at least it's nearly done. So the time that I put the chicken in is when I'll put the mochi-mochis in, and I'll give you a recipe on that. Mochi-mochis is doughboys. The Huafina is finished cooking, and that was about like 15 minutes or so. I'm going to make mochi-mochis. I was going to make a small batch, so I'm going to make like 1 cup or 1.5 cups. That's wholemeal flour. This is plain flour. So that was kotahi parawa, roa picana powder, roa tupuni cocoa. I just like mine a little bit sweet, yeah. For every kotahi kapu parawa, kotahi puni, 1 tablespoon, and a little bit of cooking. I'm gonna rub the butter into the parawa, or pata. Once you've rubbed your kotahi puni butter in the parawa, so we'll put it like this. I just like the savoury taste. It should have been like 1/2 cup of milk. Waiu or Mareka, as you know. And I like mine a bit wet, as opposed to quite doughy. Got my chicken in. Gonna add the mochi-mochis. I'm using the ice cream scooper. I'm gonna cook this for about 15 minutes. $17 for good luck. Let's have a look. Ooh, that looks so good. It's the shop. Rewai, Rua, Paikina, Kamu. This is zucchini, Kariti, Taina, Kumara, mochi, Kailan and Kapiti. Is one of the most complex feats of evolution there is. Navigating the world in all 3 dimensions and some cooking and hanging, and that is dinner. Some salt on top. Let's try mochi. I haven't made them in so long. It's a pata, a little bit of butter. And if this particular body plan is so effective, why did it gradually get so much smaller over the millennia? Why did evolution rob us of a world where almost 1 meter long aerial sky?